Good evening, and thank you for attending. I have an activity for us to do. First, I want everyone to close our eyes for one moment. Think back a long time ago when we were in elementary school. For some of us, this might have been a little bit longer. While you're thinking about elementary school, I want you to think about that fun, kooky teacher that you had. What teacher stood out the most to you? Open your eyes. Pretty fun, right? So if you listen to my speech, I will give you insight on what it is like to be a teacher. I'm Austin. Ever since I was in second grade, I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. When I moved to Beijing at 19, I had that luxury. During this short speech, I will inform you about a career as an elementary school teacher, including the job description, the job requirements and duties, the pay, growth and advancement opportunities, and then we're going to look at 2 job postings. You're probably eager to learn more, so let's get started. The first point I want to talk about is the job description. As a teacher, you are educating young children. You will help kids gain new skills and knowledge that they'll take with them through middle and high school. You're also there to develop social and emotional skills. Another aspect is lesson planning. You design these with creativity and fun in mind. You also build them to the needs of your students. Now that we've discussed the job description, let's talk about the requirements and duties. There are a few requirements and duties of being a teacher. The first aspect, if you work in public or private, you must have an educational component. Most positions require at least a bachelor's degree. After your bachelor's degree, you will take classes to get a teaching license. Along with the requirements are your duties. Your duties are to teach core content and build social and emotional skills of students. It is also your duty to coach and mentor your students. They become like family to you. Those requirements aren't too bad, right? Let's see what those duties do for our pay. As a teacher, your pay will vary depending on where you work and where you live. In America, there are over 1 million positions as an elementary school teacher. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median salary for an elementary school teacher is $61,620. This will vary depending on where you are in the country. If you're like me and want to travel abroad, according to teachaway.com, in Hong Kong, to be an elementary school teacher, you can make up to $7,500 a month. Again, it will vary depending on what country you live. If the pay is enticing, let's talk about growth. As a teacher, there are options for career growth. If you really enjoy the school that you work at, and the position opens up, you can become the principal of the school. It is your job to support the students and teachers. You also get to be the pal of your students. Other opportunities for growth include working in the district. You can be a superintendent. It would be your job to curriculum develop, or you can oversee the operations of your district. If growth sounds good, let's talk about job postings. Many sources are online for you to apply at. I have looked at a few for us. Most postings are directly through your local government. However, I did go to Indeed.com and found a position for a second grade teacher. There's also a position on Jobs.com for a first grade math teacher working through a private school. I think we've discussed enough on the career of a teacher. What a fulfilling career, right? During this speech, we discussed the career as an elementary school teacher and what goes into it. We've talked about the job description, we've talked about the job requirements and duties, we've talked about the job pay, we've talked about opportunities for growth, and we also looked at 2 postings. Makes you want to be a teacher, right? If you want to learn more, feel free to do your own research into what an elementary school teacher is, or feel free to stop and ask. Thanks.